country.
The whole country. You're going on different terrains.
Yes.
What do you think can be done to salvage the situation in Benue State?
Well, I think they have to, first of all, go back to the initial geological map of Nigeria. In that map, you will find that the wetlands and the floodplains are demarcated. I think that's where we have been getting things wrong. We carry out development before we go back to history.
Research.
Or research, yes. Because I know that a good part of Benue lies, you know, like was mentioned by the Honorable Commissioner, is a low-lying part of Nigeria. There is no, and of course bordered by so many rivers. And when Nigeria was being demarcated, that was taken into consideration. And I'm talking about plans that I saw in the 70s, or even going back to the 60s. If you go back, I don't know if they're still there in the Ministry of Survey, you will find that those maps exist, showing you where the areas of Benue that you cannot touch, because they are wetlands.
If I may come in here, that Benue Trough extends all the way to Enugu,
That's right.
yes. And even up north towards Maiduguri. Yes. So how is it that it's Benue that's being
because
hit?
Benue is the lowest, of the lows.
Point. Yes.
Right. If you look at the geological map properly, you will see, and it was stated there, the only problem, like I keep saying, is that we still don't go back to history, to how we started building this nation. That's one side of it. The second part is talking again about the gutters we have in front of our houses, the drainage that we build, the channels and canals that we build. Where do they empty to? If you go, for instance, in front of your house, there's a gutter.
Yes.
And that gutter is meant to lead to a drainage.
Drainage.
In most cases, these gutters don't lead anywhere. So, until we begin to address some of this, and not only that, even the drainage itself, they don't lead to anywhere. The Honorable Commissioner talked about culverts. Yes. In the original plan that's set aside, that's, you know, that plan for how to mitigate, you know, because what we are talking about now is adaptation. But why don't we first of all look at how best to mitigate? Because if, for instance, someone had gone to Benue, I don't know how much is being made available now, but I think you're looking at billions of naira that will be used to adapt to the situation that you have on ground. But if one had gone in there some months back and said, look, all I would need is a few 100 million naira to mitigate against and do, you know, measures to avoid this kind of catastrophe, it would have been difficult. So my advice, my Honorable Commissioners, and in fact, if we need to debate this issue and open up a proper conversation, because we can't just keep talking about adaptation without looking at mitigation. Because if you do mitigate, and what you need to mitigate is nothing near what you spend when you now have to adapt to situations like this.
Dr. Dibuno, in all of this, do you think that the people of Nigeria are aware enough of environmental issues and how they can contribute to make such situations worse?
That's a very good question, which is why I have stopped talking about climate change, global warming, because in doing that, you have to talk about science. But in science, it's so difficult to take it down to the ordinary people to understand, which is why, again, I'm insisting on going back to history.
Please hold your thoughts. We need to take a quick break, and then we'll come back to continue this conversation. Please don't go away.